Should we go into the other channel?
We're not.
Awesome.
Okay. Send out all the announcements.
Mug, you're the kind of guy to try, like, if you were an officer, you would try to get somebody for jaywalking. You would live, you'd live for the day you could give somebody a ticket for jaywalking.
Joke's on you, I don't think that's the crime here.
Oh, jeez.
We're normal.
Just like these minor inconveniences, like somebody that's parked wrong or something.
That
kind of stuff.
Not
Okay,
even
here's
being,
a
being the like complete arsehole, like the most thing of that kind of job, a parking attendant.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're a parking attendant who who stands next to like the goddamn like meter, and it's like down to the minute. If they're a minute late, it's like double ticket.
Leaning against the car, leaning against the car to put them 2 millimeters over the line to get them. Have you put the stream on here, or am I being dense?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh shoot! I forgot I have to share it to her. Do you know how long it's been since we've done this, guys? I'm so rusty.
It has been a long time, actually. Yeah.
Where is it?
The screen button, I'm guessing.
No, it says home/Twitter, Twitch, stream schedules, Discord, Streamlabs desktop, home, Twitter, and 2 more. It doesn't say Ace Attorney.
What?
Isn't the end 2 more?
Maybe.
Oh, we got a first-time chat message.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Aster. Damn, it's been so long. Where have you
your
been?
Twitter?
Is that actually my first message in the chat?
Why are you
I guess
streaming
so.
your Twitter, Jason?
You guys see Twitter? You don't see the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Twitter.
Twitter.com.
Well, they said maybe it was. They said
Apparently
maybe it was.
like Twitter now.
They said maybe
I
it was
thought
the
so.
the Twitter 2 more. So I thought I'd give it a shot.
We're
Okay.
gonna get tweaks today.
Where'd that come?
Okay, this is concerning. Well, I'm gonna disconnect and then reconnect. Okay. Oh my god, it's not letting me share my game.
What?
Like closing the game and opening it.
Oh, I
again,
know
or-
exactly what it is. Look above, on the bottom left of Discord, see video screen, and above voice connected, it should say probably Ace Attorney Trilogy, and there should be like a share button next to that.
I'm okay. Can you walk me through that again? I'm so sorry.
Yes, in the bottom left, there's something that says voice connected. Look above that and see if it says Ace Attorney Trilogy.
Oh yes, I do see that. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes Discord recognizes a game, and for some reason...
Hey, look at that. That looks like the game.
That's super weird.
Oh my
I've
God,
never.
It's Twitter again.
I've never had that happen
Like
before.
putting in a whole other menu.
We're not gaslighting our director today.
Please, I'd prefer not to be gaslit.
Martha, what have you been up to?
Most people do prefer not to be gaslit, yes.
I mean, I guess.
Everybody's very
Oh my god,
Are you
17
Are you
months?
sure about that? I mean, are you sure about that?
Sam, would you like to test the theory of flammable humans?
Yeah.
Thank you, Eamon, for the 17 months. Holy crap, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Hi,
of months.
Mike. How are you today? Okay. Sven, I like the enthusiast. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of Zero Escape with my boyfriend, so I just said 7 instead. Woo! 11 months! Thanks, Sven.
You're welcome.
Hell yeah. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. 4 months later.
I hope Maya's still alive.
Yeah, she's probably starved to death at this point.
She is.
Yeah, I
he
don't
is
know what
Last time
definitely
we
dead at
streamed,
this
I was a
point.
year younger.
Wait, who are you? Who am
Demo
I?
sitting outside
Who are these people? I don't know.
God, for real. That's lovely, Mike. I love being able to sit outside when the weather's nice.
Okay, boomer.
What?
Does anyone know
Do you
who?
sit on like the? Do you sit on like the lawn chair, like on the front porch too, like?
Maybe
watching-
with my
watching
glass of
people
lemonade.
Walk by, you know.
Maybe you got a
Exactly.
problem with that?
Hey, does anyone know who anyone here is? We haven't really introduced ourselves yet,
Oh,
right?
that's...
I don't-
God damn it.
Who are we?
Who am I?
Yosh, I'm
Now it's
surprised. I'm surprised you said something because I feel like everybody hates that segment.
I don't mind it.
Okay.
I like it.
Either.
Okay, fair enough. Hello, everybody. My name is Kiki, Kirsten, Goggles, whatever you want to call me. Normally I voice Maya Faye, but she's kind of in a tricky spot right now, so,
Bit of a sticky wicket.
yeah, so we'll see. Maybe I'm gonna voice somebody else, who knows.
And hi, I'm E-Man, and once again, even despite the 4 weeks, my contract still lasts, and I'm still voicing Phoenix Wright.
Okay, you have
Hi,
to change your
Yaka.
name. Okay, you have to change your name. I'm supposed to be after E-Man.
What?
I don't know what you want me to change my name to.
I don't know.
Well, why don't you go anyway? Why don't you just go ahead, skip ahead of the line?
Yeah. No, I'm Sam. I'll be voicing Edgeworth. Very important. Okay, now you can go.
Hello, I'm Kay. I'm voicing the character that currently has Maya in the trickiest position.
Yeah, like, you're the killer. Literally. Like, what are you doing?
I think you skipped ahead to the script.
His name is the killer.
But we don't know that yet. The audience
We do
doesn't
know that.
We,
they do.
we went over it.
Yeah, there we go.
I think they did say, I think he did say his
Hello?
name is the killer.
Hello.
You can call me the killer. Literally in the first stream.
Oh wait!
Trial
No! I have it backwards. I have it backwards.
We are all failing at this. Maybe we should just.
We?
Like,
Just goes to show what
This is
happens when you take.
Yeah, this is what happens when you don't play the game for 4 weeks.
I went to
Okay.
back.
I'm back.
I'm back.
My internet.
Oh, you got him with this old joke!
Oh, Mog just got mogged. Thank you, Bea, for 7 months. Holy crap.
what?
Anyways, Mog, please introduce.
Anytime.
Re can't join.
That's
Oh,
unfortunate.
what?
We
I was in the stream schedules.
She got taken on a mystery trip by her boyfriend.
Got
Oh, well, that's
kidnapped.
interesting.
She's probably going to go play the baseball minigame.
Oh, they're going on a
Baseball
murder
minigame.
spree.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm Bea and I'm filling in for Ree this week, so I'm gonna be voicing Pearl.
Wait, oh no, I meant to say Nick. Hold on.
It's not what
I believe we skipped over someone because his internet was dead.
Yeah.
No, he don't. I think he.
No.
Is he back?
Yaka said,
Thank you,
I
boy.
love the I guess I'm Bea.
And hello, I'm the Nickel. You're not allowed to perceive me. I don't have a name, but between you and me, you might be lucky enough to find out that my name's Astrid.
What?
I'm voicing this very handsome man on screen right now.
That's.
Wait, did someone just talk?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I heard this
Guys, the
voice,
stream
but I-
is haunted.
Ooh,
haunted.
I'm a
Cox gun.
ghost.
Stream's
I was
haunted.
literally about to say Cox Gun Streams Haunted.
It's a Kingdom Hearts 2 moment where somebody stole the word. Why can't I say it? Why can't I say? Why can't I say your name?
We should just.
I don't know.
We should just be like Dupless and go through the whole stream without the letter P.
I don't like
Hmm.
That sounds like an perfect idea. Who's everyone's favorite Wacky Waitress character? Mine's Eva Perfect.
I don't think there was a P in that actually, so I did it.
Hey, I'm Yosh, and I won't be voicing anyone today.
You're here for moral support and to yell at me when I don't click on things.
As always.
I just want you guys to know, I've always appreciated Yosh, don't get me wrong, but I have literally never appreciated him more than trying to go through Zero Escape without him and trying to remember all the funny shit that I'm supposed to click on.
Oh my god.
Like, I've literally only remembered like 3 things, and I'm like, Yosh, how do you do this?
Yosh, how do I be funny?
Takes a lot of practice.
Yosh is like the Rosetta Stone of not just languages, but just sort of like everything.
Yeah.
Video games, walkthroughs, how to download drivers.
Literally,
so
every
that
time I feel
game
like
sound
I
works on
have...
your computer.
It feels like every time that I talk about a subject, like, Yosh just kind of appears and provides additional information.
That
and
is
it
true.
honestly is great.
He's like a walking, like, encyclopedia.
A walking encyclopedia about video games only.
Mostly
nothing
video
else.
games,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
it's
But
mostly
still-
video games.
Everybody's got to specialize in something.
That's true.
Mark, did you Mark and Sven, did you guys introduce yourselves?
Yeah.
I did it without the letter P.
Oh, that's what you were
Yeah.
saying. I'm so sorry, I got covered up a little. Mark, I think we skipped you because your internet died.
That's
No,
okay.
yeah. I can't believe Mark pulled the plug on his internet just to skip
Yeah.
attention.
Honestly,
That is such a Mark thing to do, though.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, that's very in character.
Damn, they're on to me.
Alright. Let's get this show on the road.
Alright. Adrian did it?
That's what it looks like.
Dude, no way. That wouldn't come do anything like that.
In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you.
A mountain of evidence.
I'm certain there's someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you.
Please, Mr. Lawyer, dude. Like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that.
I understand.
Homestead of?
I love question marks in a scripted read-through.
I know.
I think it's Trico.
That literally could be
think
anyone.
It's
I think it's
Mia.
Edgeworth, I think.
I was going to say it probably is Edgeworth. Well,
I think it's part of Mia.
Oh. Is it?
I'm not sure,
It
but
could
I
be
think
literally anyone.
Should we do a AA case 4, case 1-4, and we all just read it at once?
Yeah.
no.
Yes. Yes.
We are Legion.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Well, it's almost time. Oh, okay, it was.
Oh, yeah.
You know, actually,
It's the
considering
thing that should be illegal.
considering Pearl's being possessed right now, the first words coming out of her mouth being a legion would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I still don't know who thought giving the 6-year-old titties was a good idea.
No, it's
I'm
the
sh-
worst.
Yeah, this is.
I like that
I'm
we're
gonna
turning
read the line and we're
into,
gonna-
like a horror game. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, every
Yeah.
time they get possessed, we'll just make it like.
An actual possession.
Yeah.
We are many, you are but one. Anyways. I'll avoid time to read this line for the 50th time. Mia.
Am I supposed to read this or is?
Yeah, so we've decided that now that whoever Mia is possessing will read the Mia lines.
Okay. You must get a complete acquittal today.
I know. I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day.
Indeed. Well, let's get going.
Oh, oh, it's been 4 weeks. I don't even have. I'm gonna
Hold
say
on
this
while
out
I get
loud.
my thoughts
It's
together.
him.
Can't believe you don't have your internal dialogue booted up.
This is right.
Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial.
Maya, she's unharmed, right?
Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, shall we say, tired. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you should really be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning.
Present? What in the world would you want to give me?
You'll figure it out once the trial starts, and even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win today's contest, if you please.
Wait! Okay, I think my internal dialogue is now working. Give me a minute. Am I no longer thinking out loud?
Yep.
Yes, we
Oh,
can
thank
hear
God.
your thoughts.
Okay, beep beep boo boo fart. Okay, awesome. There we go. Haha, no one heard me say that. The kidnapper sent me a present?
Mr. Lawyer Dude? Who was that?
No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything.
I already forgot anyway, dude. Did your nose just get longer?
I am a real boy. Leave me alone. I'm a man.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Engardi. Are the prosecution and defense ready?
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
What the fuck?
Oh no, it's a ghost. I say, Mr. Wright,
Damn,
what
they
happened to
put
Miss
me
Von
on the
Karma?
stand.
What happened to Miss Von Karma?
I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me?
Sorry, forgot about that.
You're good.
Your Honor.
Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it?
Prosecutor Von Karma has... This morning, Miss Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman.
See, I was gonna make a joke like, oh, she died, and then...
Jolly good. What?
Shot?
Through the heart.
Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about.
His present?
Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage.
This is totally insane. Miss Von Karma, is she alright?
I don't have that answer.
No feelings.
All I
He's
can think
alive.
of...
Oh.
I was just
No,
saying, all
my
I can
fingers
think
are
of when they
spam.
said that was like, this is madness. This is wizard's chess.
Yep. She's alive and in stable condition.
That's good. Phew. You're...
I thought he'd show up.
Your Honor,
Why is he on the witness stand?
Fun.
due to the circumstances, Miss Francisca Von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Oberith, will be taking her place. The prosecution is on the witness stand. This is a good point. Why am I here if I'm going to be on the defense?
Yeah, I
You
don't
just
understand
came
that.
in.
The prosecution is ready, naturally.
If you're taking her place, do you have to get shot too?
Ooh, shoot. Good point. I'll be right back.
This is a little ominous considering what happened to her.
Right shoulder.
Considering her father. What the fuck?
I do love a good cinematic parallel.
Oh my god.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. We had to bring out a metal detector just to make sure it was still. Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. Prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt on guard.
The court acknowledges the prosecution.
Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey in the past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand.
Here he is.
Witness, your name and occupation.
My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct. For now.
He knew if he fucked that part up, he wouldn't have that position anymore.
After this trial's over, I'm
never
supposed to
mind.
turn in my back, sir.
Detective Gumshoe.
Prosecution has no need for a depressed wit. Holy shit! Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer who has his salary cut every 20 minutes, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes, but I'm no longer. Yes, sir, but I'm no longer an officer after this.
Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that.
Get ready, Phoenix. This is gonna be one very rough fight.
Yeah. It would have to be with Edward as my opponent. Also, didn't he just get back from, like, a year of depression vacation?
Yeah,
Not very
we're
nice.
gonna figure out what the deal is with that. I think that's what he
I don't know. He doesn't right
And
to,
now that
like...
he has cured his own depression, he's picking on Gumshoe.
yeah.
I am now
God.
completely and 100% normal.
Oh, no. Anyway.
Like Edward, it's full on going like, yes, depression couldn't be me.
Imagine being depressed. Just feel better, forehead.
that's what
Shoot,
he's
the
saying
story
to
of
Gumshoe on the
Gumshoe's life.
stand.
The story of Gumshoe's life is that dialogue or that monologue from Nacho Libre where he's like, I wake up every day at 6 a.m. and my life is good. I love it. It's the best.
The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth.
This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder.
After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room.
Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant went to their room, sir.
I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
The cause of death. Wasn't that because Mr. Corda was stabbed in the chest?
Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now a real pro's attention will be drawn here to this banana.
How did we get the judge's character so well down?
This is just a mark line!
This is just
a mark line!
This bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir.
I hate bananas. They're disgusting. I can't believe he had a banana-scented bandana. Vile, foul being.
Then what about the knife?
It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death.
We have a crafty murder on our hands here.
And why did you think that?
Because it was empty, pal. The jamming ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime.
Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? Ha!
But
Nailed
hey,
it.
that's just a theory. A crime theory.
God, Matt Pat would
we
get
thought
into
of that
true
too.
crime.
But
I was literally about to say that's the fourth unreleased theory is crime theory.
But
the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims.
only the victims, huh?
I see. So much for my theory then.
He's so disappointed. He wanted to be right so bad.
Don't worry, Judge. Your theory is just as easily disprovable as Matt Pat's. It takes one line of rational thinking and it falls apart. Damn, did I really just let my Matt Pat bias slip in today's stream, I guess?
That's fine.
Anyways. And I guess I want a disclaimer and say it's nothing, like, personal. I wish the best for him.
Personnel, kid.
It's just his content. Like, I'm not the kind of asshole who's like, his life is good, I hate him. It's like, why, bro?
I don't think you have a smoker voice either.
Not yet.
Yeah. No. That's menacing. Anyways. What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? Say really who did.
The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night.
Well then, where the fuck was it?
The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Corrida, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir.
So you mean he forgot to put the guitar in the case? Was there a machine gun in there?
Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar.
So the guitar case was empty before he even got to the hotel.
Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all.
Hmm.
I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana.
Banana.
Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife.
Hmm.
Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Matt on guard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him.
Here it comes. Looks like Edward's back in full swing.
Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter.
Yes, sir. Mac and Guard and one corridor were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the jamming ninja's bucket. It was ripped off the ninja costume and was found in Mac and Guard's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder.
That seems like something they would not know already, but okay.
So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing.
It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came up pretty clearly, sir. And there's this button.
That's clearly an egg, not a button. And it was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And then is this button also covered in blood? Or is it an egg covered in ketchup?
Yes, and we know that the ketchup on it is the victim's ketchup, sir.
What?
All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, right?
I'll find the hole in your argument somehow.
You can press as hard as you like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. I know all your game mechanics, right?
Oh yeah, check this one out. And he pulls out a gun.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Looks like you're ready for the bullet time mechanic, bitch. Wait just 1 second here. Mr. OnGuard was beating Mr. Corida in the popularity polls.
Well, yeah, I guess, but...
Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all.
Damn, that was easy.
Case closed, everyone go home. Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective?
It's not... well... I guess if you put it that way, then yeah, the defendant wouldn't have no motive.
Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired.
Huh?
No, not your cue, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, next!
I look forward to your. Jesus Christ!
Wow, why are they so mean?
I look forward to your pension negotiation.
Gumshoe's gonna end up in debt from this.
No!
Now, detective, let's continue with the testimony.
No, not my poor pension, too.
Detective, if you value your money, whatever money you have left, I suggest you proceed.
Yes, sir. We can talk about my pension later, sir.
What I was saying? Hello? Anyone?
Sorry, pal. My paycheck is more important.
Do you have any proof that the button belonged to the victim?
Huh? What do you mean, pal?
Let me put it this way. I'm asking if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this quote, this button was ripped off the Jammin' Ninja's costume, end quote.
Huh? But can't you tell by just looking at it? And the victim's blood is on it.
Anyone could have smeared that blood on there afterward.
But Mr. Edgeworth! Help me, sir!
All right. I knew it had to be this piece of evidence. Now to reel this one in.
Yeah, no, obviously it had to be. Thread.
Huh?
The button was attached to the costume by thread, obviously. What's happening to John Corrida / thread?
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
That thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you mash up the ends of the thread on the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match.
Yeah, that's it. They're a perfect match, pal.
Gumshoe getting
He's
in on
like,
this
yeah, I knew that all
argument.
along. Obviously, yep.
I didn't know Edgeworth could play the drums.
That's
Bea.
Edgeworth for you. Never misses a beat.
When was this button found?
Pretty soon after the body was found, we rounded up everyone who knew Mr. Corrida. And then we did a search on them all. That's when we found the button.
So it was almost immediately after the murder.
The police didn't have free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people.
Hey, what is he trying to say about me here?
Wait a second.
What? Oh, what? Oh no, here goes my paycheck.
So the basis of your argument that this was oh my goodness, my brain just could not read that sentence. Okay. So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client, quote, bought a knife beforehand, end quote?
That's right, Belle. The defendant.
Did not buy this knife.
Huh?
Take a good look at the handle of this knife, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Huh?
It has a gatewater seal set into the handle.
Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
That's the name of the hotel. The Gatewater Hotel.
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
The murder knife was actually property of the hotel. Which means this murder was not premeditated.
I thought he was about to say, which means the hotel did it.
Yeah, the hotel clearly did it.
Y'all ever seen Monster House?
Aw.
I hate when I get stabbed by a building.
Yes, that is very true. This is a very big... Shut it, perv. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless.
What?
You heard me. Skill issue. I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined.
How so?
I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. Holy shit.
But I didn't know. Oh.
After it cut to Gumshoe, it should have done the Curb Your Enthusiasm music.
The question is, where did this knife come from?
Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corridor's room.
Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. Please try again.
Dagnabbit.
The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the attention to the court's attention to what is on top of the table.
Is he having like a yiffing convention in his room?
There's a knife and fork on the table.
As a teddy bear collector, I take great offense to that. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt. Those are from fans. Fans keep giving him teddy bears, but he hates them.
They're wearing them. The fans are wearing them.
No, they're not. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt. I'm gonna get.
I'm gonna do violence to you.
I will
there's a
set my
person
badge
inside
down.
every single one of those.
I'm gonna set my badge down, and I'm gonna attack you with this evidence in my hand right now.
He's gonna play the badge face down and end his turn.
Well, it'll be the first time the badge has a use.
We did actually have to present it in the first game a few times to proceed in the story.
Then... where in the world did this knife come from? Quick, Phoenix, take off your fursuit and go find out!
If it pleases the court, and also doesn't please Gumshoe, I'd like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Onguard. Especially, what was on top of the table? There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife? We've investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Onguard's knife was missing. Mr. Matt Onguard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. Not like he was going to butter bread, or, maybe he just had to, maybe he was, in the process of making some toast.
Maybe it was a poop knife.
No.
No,
Next
we're not.
question.
No.
I never
Um,
want to think about that again.
And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. I'm sure that all made complete sense to everybody.
Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction.
Sorry, I was shutting my dog out of the room.
That was cruel.
Missile.
Oh, he broke in again anyway, so it's alright.
It seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning.
Hi, Noble. Also, a weapon to defend yourself on the toilet doesn't seem like a bad idea, but I'm pretty sure that's not what Mark was getting at. Thanks.
This must be one of those traps, and I walked headlong into it.
A murder weapon with fingerprints and the button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here.
I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. I think that would be a funny bit.
Quick, try the lawyer badge.
Evidence not yet shown?
It's okay. Missile is distracting. I see your mic's unmuted. Is oh, now
She
it's dead.
gone.
Oh no! I hope her mic's not broken.
That would suck. Yeah, she keeps like deafening and muting and unmuting, so
Because I think she's troubleshooting it right now. That's my best guess.
yeah. Poor thing.
God, not again. Oh god, Kiki,
Dang.
you were not there when we tried to stream Fire Emblem 4.
I watched. I saw the
remember.
stream chat of you guys were trying to like desperately, and like her computer would like only show her Discord or something like that.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, gosh.
terrible.
Yeah,
She
that
had a
seemed like.
prototype Discord OS.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the heck just happened. All of a sudden my mic just stopped working. But we're back.
It means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence.
What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright?
Well...
Next. The judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here,
That gavel of his will be ringing out the sound of our defeat.
Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court?
I'm gonna go ahead and save because it says to be saved because if you misclick on this, you will get a game over. So, just in case.
I do.
There's one piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that his court has yet to see.
But I've lost one piece. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance, and only one.
What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here.
If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us.
You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show to the court, and why is it your badge? This is a wine glass, is it not?
Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see your point.
However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than enough strange to warrant further consideration.
It is more than enough strange.
I mixed up the lines there. Well, what do you all have to say?
Well, yes, it is a little peculiar.
Yes, isn't it? I thought it was.
You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth, please start looking at me with your puppy dog eyes.
What is it,
Your opinion.
Oh, you don't need my opinion. Because there's no special meaning to that glass.
What?
Here we go. It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking.
That does sound very plausible. Mr. Wright?
Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? If I appear weak here, the trial is over. I can look for my proof later.
Oh my god.
Wow, what a great lawyer.
For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty.
Might just fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough.
I'm sorry, what was that? Was the defense talking about us falling for it?
Didn't hear anything.
Mm.
I'm not even here, I'm a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cop on the table.
You turn the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim?
Wow, finally asking Edgeworth this question.
There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing.
Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it.
What?
You're not thinking hard enough today, Wright. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice?
Yes. Then...
Of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints.
Fingerprints.
Fingerprints. There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass.
Only one? Well, whose were they?
They were not the victims, nor the defendants. Rather, they were that of Adrian Andrews.
What?
That is why I said the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright?
I can't believe I fell into another trap.
Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corrida. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser.
What you just said makes a lot of sense.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Now do you see right? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything all too well. I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer that I have come to discover.
Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from.
Another witness?
Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness.
What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking?
Fuck God. Now, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name.
Gotcha!
I can't believe they got Mysterio in this game.
I wonder what happened to the calm composure you had earlier, now that he's faced with a Marvel property.
Why the fuck did Edgeworth decide to bring Oldbag in?
Maybe he didn't realize it was Oldbag.
Yeah, it was Francisca's witness. It was Francisca's case.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, he thought she was.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, plus he
Didn't know
thought
about
she was
Among Us.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Edgy boy! It's been what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me.
I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet it was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand?
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime.
This witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Oof.
Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
You're older than me. Yes, madam.
No, 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 please, by all means interrupt her, please! I'm normal now. Anyway, witness, your testimony, please.
It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag?
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that Ungard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida.
But those two were the same age.
Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgey-Poo. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. And that's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was Engard, Matt Engard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
So Mr. On Guard came out of the victim's room.
See? It has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Oh? Then would you tell us the number of people that went... Oh my... Phoenix, come on. Come on, Phoenix. Oh? Then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Corrida's room?
I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not included in the report. I just thought it was because numbers didn't go that high.
I love how like they just don't know. Like there's no like fucking like birth certificate or anything she has. Like we just
She burned it.
I was about to say, she
Yeah.
probably destroyed it.
Birth certificates hadn't been invented yet when she was born.
Ooh.
Or this is a little hellscape and they stopped making birth certificates.
I guess so.
I mean, you've seen the rest of the frigging legal system. Do you really think they'd keep track of birth certificates?
That's fair. The witness then saw someone, correct?
Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room. He was...
Yes, he was.
Ah! I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
What I wouldn't give to have Franziska's whip right about now.
Well, I guess I can tell you, since he was such a bad boy anyway.
You saw my client? Are you sure about that?
Yesy.
Really?
Annoying brat! When I say I saw someone, I saw that person.
Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further.
Please tell the court about what the man's clothes were in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters.
But it does.
Now what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket.
Ah, he's wearing that at the detention center, too.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
Right.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just no importance or relevant in any way?
Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of the testimony was important.
Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony.
I don't quite see where you're going with this, but... Alright, witness, please.
Ah well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must...
Miss Oldbag.
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
Ha! It's button number 2 on the German ninja's costume.
I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here! Give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this!
Wow. She really is a die-hard fan to want a button covered in blood.
This button was discovered on Matt, Mr. Oh my goodness. I put Matt instead of Mr. This button was discovered on Mr. OnGuard's body during a full body search.
See? See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal on guard.
It was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai Hakama pants.
See? See? And on guard is the nickel samurai.
Witness! Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say the defendant, Matt OnGuard, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress, then maybe you'd think I was the most gorgeous man ever, but instead I have to put up with wearing this ridiculous outfit. You see, this outfit is hideous, right? I've got a tape recorder stuck to my chest. Let me show you, it's heavy, so heavy I wish you would have switched to ACDs ages ago, but I gotta keep the dream alive for all these kids out there. I work hard with a smile on my face, you understand? Now take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are just something I'm losing track of it. I thought I was gonna keep up with it.
You kept up for a good while.
Thank you.
That was pretty impressive.
Woo!
Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Engardi, the man, but Mr. Engardi, the nickel samurai.
Oh, we're doing this shit again?
But when you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway.
Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgey-Poo, do you think so too?
Well, it's be something worth considering.
Just say, quote, it's important, end quote, and agree with me for a change.
No.
Please.
Thanks, Noble.
Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
All right, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you.
Enguard, yes, now I remember. The nickel samurai, that's right, it was the nickel samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
I knew it. I knew you'd say he's inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
But the possibility does exist.
Ah, young'uns today. I told you there was no way it was anyone else.
How do you know that?
Because I said so, and what I say is the truth.
At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Would you please get on with your testimony?
Watch your language, young man. What sort of tone is that to take with an elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs.
What?
A striking figure by the sea, standing all alone is he. He's the nickel samurai!
She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears.
Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket?
Witness. I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll just be good and stick to just the facts.
Okay! You promise, right?
Right. I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date. Unfucking believable.
Remind me to send you a thank you note later, too, Edgeworth, old chum.
Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, he said he'd be wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not?
Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
My dream, huh? Well, I, want to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. So what?
See? And look where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
Well...
What I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies?
Since always.
All that matters is that man was inside that costume. Isn't that enough? Hell yeah.
Please take a look at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife. A big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. I have a gun.
No, that's not my intention at all.
That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is so important to this case?
You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at?
That is exactly what I am driving at.
This is
My God!
It's another mark? Are you kidding me? Another mark?
Oh my God.
What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving?
See, I'd have made a golf joke.
If Mr. OnGuard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on the knife right off.
Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. Why the fuck would he do that?
Yeah, and why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There was no way he would do something like that.
However, there is one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibility.
It's very simple. The defendant went into the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off. You gotta be fucking kidding.
But the murder did still take place.
It was well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
So let me get this straight. Mr. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory?
This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you blabbing about?
Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. On Guard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. The knife again. This knife. This was used by Mr. On Guard at dinner.
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means if my client was, in fact, the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corrida.
I suppose.
However, you just said it yourself. At the time, the defendant had no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should have been glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprint shouldn't be at all over it like bees in a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
Totally not all.
It's to frame my client, Mr. On Guard, of course.
To frame?
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
We just established that the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Witness!
Looks like I've made your life a teeny bit more difficult, huh, Edgey-Poo?
Witness, did you or did you not really see the nickel samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the nickel samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because... Well, I wasn't waiting around for the nickel samurai, that's for sure.
She wasn't waiting for the nickel samurai? Alright then. Who were you waiting around for then?
Humph, that's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you're waiting for Mr. One Corridor. Am I correct, witness?
The way you think, you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of?
So Oldbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. It doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida.
Is her mic not working again?
I mean, she's muted, so...
She's still muted. She hasn't
Oh,
muted
okay.
yet.
Maybe she left for a second.
Maybe she fell asleep.
Also,
Sorry, I stepped out for a second.
you're fine.
Maybe Phoenix, maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person.
If it's who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible.
Miss Oldbag. You were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you?
Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager.
But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
This is... well... I see.
The judge really seems to be into the article, if it can be called such a thing.
Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's...
Ace Attorney.
Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I could throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness, what in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I got some information, some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation, in secret, of course.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this. However, I can not simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information.
Get ready! This is going to take the wind out of you, young uns.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. We act like it sometimes, though.
It's true. That Unguard is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
The defendant sent his manager? What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before.
Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We've looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip.
But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
Oh, sorry.
Now then, Mr. Edge, you may cross-examine the witness.
Sorry, my finger twitched and this mouse is pretty sensitive.
Damn, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now.
That's right! Engard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth!
Well, as the old bag... No, as the old saying goes, you gotta burn old bags with fire. Oh my goodness. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone.
To the danger zone. Oh God, Twitch, no! Stream has been copyright claimed.
I actually thought something was actually going wrong on your end, Sam. I thought you were like...
Yeah, same. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, that was Twitch taking me out in real time.
You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
Oh, dang it. But it's true! That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
But the name of this magazine this came from is Gossip Land.
What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% true. Oh, God. Fuck off, Oldbag. Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright.
Yo, what the fuck, dude?
Discriminate? When did I do anything like that?
Anyway, Engard will never get me to say touche.
Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Gosh dang it. Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drill a hole into my brain, you never find out.
How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information?
So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it? No, knoll? No, like a grassy knoll? Why do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop it!
Witness. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? The investigative photographer. A lot of heart.
Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note. Wait, a certain note she had written to herself.
Sorry.
She reported that on that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No. I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
Ah, that's it. That's the note.
No! You see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy!
You were the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with an evil Engard. She said so herself. Engard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Edgey-Poo, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
Really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just once.
You say that about a will? It's just a piece of paper. I can let it go.
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her?
Nah.
If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution.
We should inflict a deafening blow. That way nobody has to hear Oldbag singing.
Witness! You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Oldbag. I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. Miss Oldbag. The note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it?
A camera?
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, "My sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me," end quote.
Why, witness?
What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
Ah, that's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said "Slime Bag Celebrity Photograph Extraordinaire." Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she'd taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things. You do not call him Gramps. Our great judge deserves your respect. Thanks, Yoshi. Also, hi.
Check this camera's photos. Hurry! Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case.
Please present it to the court.
No worries, Yoshi. I'm glad you got to sleep in, but thanks for coming.
This is the Nickel Samurai.
See? I told you. That's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying about this matter. What does it all mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. On Guard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is...
The defendant.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
This photo really is decisive, and we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I'd put Maya's life in jeopardy. You can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Wada took, there's some... hello. Hello, let me talk to my brain. There's something strange with this photo.
I knew this was coming, right?
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree that there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? We don't allow such vile acts in my courtroom.
Anyway, please look at the photo just one more time.
If you really believe you can find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct?
Well... I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did you take this photo from anyway?
Guitar case.
It's all out of focus. Why can't you take a good shot, especially when it counts?
Now then,
Dude.
let's hear your objection.
So this is meant to be like a $1,600 camera, yeah?
Yeah.
Why does it only take photos in black and white?
For the aesthetic.
Duh.
Actually, that
In
is
right
true because
now.
a lot of newspapers use black and white photos, and it might be easier to take them in black and white than to convert them into black and white.
True.
I don't remember when pictures were last in black and white really on papers, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, been colour pictures for years.
Well,
Yeah,
the one that my
mhm.
dad delivers, the front page, has color photos, but everything inside, if it's not on the front page, it's got a, or unless, like, sometimes ads will have color, but like for the most part, it's all black and white.
I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
What are you pointing to? His ankles?
Oh my god, this thing again. If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
Are you accusing him of having cankles? And what does that mean?
The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard.
What is the meaning of this?
I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is.
Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the Hakama.
Okay, thank you, Yoshi. I appreciate backing me up here.
His socks. You can see his socks.
However, well, actually, exactly. However, in this photo, The Nickel Samurai is clearly holding up his Hakama just to walk. There is only one explanation for this. The person inside his costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant.
I was joking earlier when I said it was a dwarf.
We need to stop making jokes about these cases because they all turn out to be right.
I said it was a dwarf hiding in a guitar case, and that's looking like it might be a thing now.
Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious.
Huh? What is?
Truth is unusually calm today.
That's true.
It's just letting the trial run itself as if he's only along for the ride.
Along for the ride? What do you mean by that?
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all?
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us?
He's that calm, he's falling asleep.
If the person in this photo is not Matt Ungardi, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
I figured it would come to this.
What?
Right? I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside the costume is not Matt Ongard. In that case, who is this a photo of?
Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume?
It's Pearl.
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. You should be focused on his Edgeworth attitude, don't you think?
Yeah. Why is he so calm?
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph? Adrian Andrews?
If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman.
And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her?
For starters, she's short.
Short people are murderers, it's true.
And she can freely move in and out of Mr. Ongard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Ongard that night.
And how does all of that add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Ongard's fingerprints all over it.
Well, which item's that then? The knife that was used as a murder weapon.
Why don't you just say what it is you want, Mr. Wright?
I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
All right, this is it.
This is kinda bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to the court as a witness, means that the trial will go on for another day.
One more day?
If I don't get a verdict today, then my,
Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
what am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. I have to do something. The trial must go on. But I don't have anything left. No evidence, no nothing.
Now then, court will adjourn for
I abhor wasting such valuable time.
Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trials.
But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
Tisk tisk. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Miss Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on.
What?
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness.
Everything was planned out in advance by that man?
Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. Before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Yay, we did it!
Hey.
Yeah.
Still hope for Maya yet. Whew. What a case this is.
Things are heating up.
Fun. Whew. Yay, yes, Yoshi. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Know that Phoenix making like wild suppositions and then the case just sort of devolving and not making a whole lot of sense is kind of like a recurring theme in Ace Attorney. Oh my gosh, this case.
Yeah, it's like up there levels. Alrighty, well, hopefully we'll come back next week. I don't know 100% for sure on that yet, so keep an eye on the Discord and everything like that. But thank you guys for joining us today. I'm glad we managed to get through after 4 months off. So sorry about that, everyone.
For months?
Or sorry, not 4 months, 4 weeks. A whole month, 4 weeks.
You've
Blah,
just been
blah.
asleep for 4 of those months.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's
you
been
said
about.
that, and I was like, wait, has it actually been that long?
It feels like that long, honestly.
Sounds like it for sure, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's been about 4 months since I was last in a stream.
Yeah, that is true. Mark's been gone even longer. But yeah, thank you, Yoshi. You have a great rest of your day as well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been so good to be back. And hopefully
Maybe
we'll see
it won't take another 4 months to next time.
Fingers crossed, yes.
If we're lucky.
Yeah. Alrighty, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.